And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what's going on. It's your boy Daz, and this my journal. Today we on day 19 of the 90-day semen retention journey. One day away from 20 days, y'all. Let's keep going. Feel good for yourself. Clap it up. Today what I want to talk about though is the pros and the cons of being on semen retention. It's really no cons, but I just want to give y'all some things to look out for, because you're going it's things that you should be doing while you're on semen retention, so that your energy is just not being built up in the wrong ways. Because it can, you can't explode on semen retention or in wrath, or you know what I mean? So I'm just giving y'all little things to look out for as cons. Let's start with the cons first. Start with the bad first, because we're going to say the good for last. First things first is letting go of them nasty thoughts. We all men, we do it. We all do it. We see a beautiful girl down the road, and we be like, damn, she fire, yo. She so fire. I know what I do to her, you know what I mean? Like, I know what I'll do to her in the room, or I can't imagine. I imagine her giving me, you know what I mean? Like, just having sexual thoughts. We gotta cut that, because that leads us down that path of, it's first it's a thought, then it become a feeling, then it become an expression, because you expressing yourself by releasing. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta kill it at the thought. You gotta literally just, it's over for that. Once, like me right now, what I've been doing, I'm not gonna lie, if I see a beautiful girl or something that I really find attractive, I won't even look at her. I won't. And why? Because I know that used to be one of my triggers. Because once I look at her, I start comparing her to the women that I did sleep with in my past. And then from there, I just start going down a whole road of thinking about all the women I slept with or whatever. You know the situation. And then from there, you know how it goes. So I just found myself ignoring women now. Just not ignoring them. I still speak to women. I'm cool and all that. But if I see a girl and she giving me rhythm and she look good, I'm turning my head. Because I used to do this thing, right? Where I used to be like, I'm gonna bag her, but I'm not going, sleep with her. I'm not going. But when you want SR, unless you got a girl, when you want SR, I recommend you to just leave them alone for a little bit, so your mind can get off sex. Because now when you talking to a girl that you just met, and you still have that sexual frog mind, you gonna be thinking like, oh damn, I can't wait till I hit. And that's not the point of semen retention. The point of semen retention is, how can I get better while I'm doing this? So that's the first con right there. Just learn how to just, as soon as the thoughts come up, the nasty thoughts, let it go. All right, cool, I'm cool on that. Go do something. And that leads me right to my second point. We got to stop looking at women as objects. It sounds crazy. And I'm going to give y'all a good reason though. The best reason to stop looking at women as objects, because that's the easiest way women can get over us. That's the easiest way women can get over us. Once you stop looking at women as objects and you start paying attention to them, because let's be real, right? If you go out with your friends, right, and they bring a friend around, you go out with your male friends, and they bring a new male friend around. Before he can become your friend, you're going to pay attention. You're going to understand. You're going to, check them out a little bit, pause. But you're going to just, look at their character, and you're going to pay attention before they can actually become your friend. But when we look at women as objects, we're not thinking with this brain. We're thinking with the lower brain. So if we thinking with the lower brain, we oblivious to all the red flags that they waving right in our face. When you start looking at women for women, you start understanding the nature of women. And the nature of women is that we will never understand. Men can't understand women because we operate logistically. We operate logistically. Women operate off their feelings. So we can understand that they operate off their feelings, but we can't understand the faculty behind it. Because women will hurt themselves in order to hurt you if you did them wrong. And a lot of men won't do that. I mean, some men would if they crave revenge, but a lot of men won't do that. Well, I can't call it, but I would just say we think more logical. We wouldn't, even if we're gonna get revenge, we're not gonna put ourselves in the line of fire to do that. So that's the main reason I'm saying we should stop looking at women as objects. Look at them as a person, so you can see them for who they are and see their character. Because a lot of time we choose women because we just sexually attracted to them. They be dumb as a bat, got nothing going on with bad energy, and just because she look a little good, we be ready to trade. Sometimes we be ready to trade it all. And I used to be one of them. Don't get me wrong, but that's why now I'm starting to look at women as, okay, I like your character. I'm looking at women for their character too, because there is good women out here too. There's a lot of good women out here, just like it's good men, there's good women out here too. You just got to know how to pick. So with that being said, stop looking at women as objects, man. Third thing is learn to control your urges. And that's one thing I had to learn, how to just control my urges. Like sometimes you'll just wake up, like I'll wake up. That used to be me. I could wake up in the morning, I'm bricked up in the morning. But I realized that I could just ignore that. Pray to God, ignore that in the morning, or get up and go do workout. Pray is work. I'm telling you, just say prayer, Father God, protect me mentally, physically, and spiritually. That work. He not going to take it. Like it work in the sense of this, right? Once you pray, he not going to take it away from you. He going to give you the option now. If you go back, if you start indulging back into it, he can't help you. But if you say, if you pray and you like, you feel that feeling, but you like, I'm not with it. You gonna feel it go away like this. And that's just one way, but it's more different ways too. Like if you start, you have an urge, start watching comedy if you want comedy. So watch something to take your mind off of the action or off of how you feeling. Because most of the times it's really your mind thinking about it, and then your body just react that way. So find things like work out, go to the gym, go work out, go do something. Figure something out. Do something that entertains you, that take your mind off of that. You know what I mean? And that's how you do that right there. That's how you control your urges right there. And last but not least, is not knowing how to channel the energy when you on semen retention or SR, whatever y'all want to call it. You got to channel this energy. You can't just... I had to realize that too, because I used to just be on it and not actually channeling it. I used to just like hold it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to make super sense to y'all. It's like you charging a battery, you charging the battery. Eventually the battery gonna grow fat and explode. But if you charging a battery, take it off and you put it into your phone, or you put it into something so it can work, it's gonna work. It's gonna work at 100%. Man. You get what I'm saying? That was an analogy. I don't know if that analogy, worked for you, but it makes sense to me. But furthermore, we gotta just figure out where we putting our energy into. If you want to do something, if you do something, do it. Use that energy to do whatever you doing 1,000%, not 100, 1,000. Because with this energy, you could push. I'm telling you, like, if you got somebody that I would say don't compete with nobody. Period. Don't compete with nobody, right? But it's like, say you competing with your old self, right? And your old self, every once in a while, they will they will release and they don't use that energy, but they good still. They getting work done, but they ain't using that energy. This gonna be like, the race gonna be like this. This is the person that's using SR, and this is the person that's not. Boom. Because it give you that boost. It give you that boost. Like, it give you that mindset. You start being sure of yourself. When you start getting things done, you start being like, all right, I gotta get this. You start. It's like I want to explain right, because I don't be killing myself working neither. I don't be working all every hour of the day. But when I'm working, I'm 1,000% in my work because I'm putting all my energy into it. And that's what we got to do. We got to put our energy into things that's going to grow. Put your energy into things that's going to build, that you're building. That's what we here for. We're not here to just be like releasing all the time. God made sex, the devil perverted it. Get what I'm saying? So let's use this energy to keep growing as a person. Let's not use this energy just because we want it for the vain reasons. Because if you're doing it for the vanity, you ain't going. I don't think you will ever get to the point where you're gonna go past 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I don't think so. You gotta really let go of that. You gotta let go of lust. And that's what I'm learning. You gotta let it go completely. So now let's get into the pros of this joint, you know what I mean? You learn to love yourself. You learn to live with way more self-control. You learn to live with way more self-control. When you on SR, I realized that you ever been folding your clothes and you rushing to fold, you don't got nothing to do, but you rushing to fold your clothes? It's our nervous system. We gotta slow that down for real. You gotta slow down the idea of rushing everything. Take your time, man. We got one life to live, G. We're gonna die regardless. We got one life to live. What are you rushing for? What are you rushing for? Calm your nerves. Learn to calm your nerves under any situation. Learn to calm your nerves under any situation, and this help with that. Cause you every time you have an urge to release, you fighting that urge. So now when you got an urge to release wrath, like if somebody trying to get you mad, you're gonna look at it, you're gonna hold it down. Cause you're gonna understand it now. Once you hold it down and you let it and you don't meditate on any negative feelings, but once you start recognizing why that feeling aroused, you can answer with more grace now. Know what I mean? So that's the first thing right there. It builds your self-control. It builds your self-control. Because self-control, we got to stop rushing to do the normal things. Calm our nervous system down. Know what I mean? Second things, you're going to have a lot of energy to get whatever you need to get done. Whatever you got to get done, you're going to have the energy for it. I'm telling you, because when you on SR, it's like your body is like a supercharged computer. It's like you a supercharged computer. Don't get me wrong, you still need your rest. So take your rest. Get 8 hours of sleep a day. People be thinking, oh, I'm going to work off 5 hours of sleep. That's not good. I don't care what nobody say. That's not how it was designed. To be up 14 hours a day and sleep 5. They even be seeing why so much people crashing out all the time. Because they mind not in the right place. They're not getting enough sleep. They're not getting enough sleep. But let's get back into it. You're going to have so much energy that you're going to be bored if you're not doing nothing with it. So you're going to be like, let me just get something done. I might as well finish this project. I might as well finish that. I might as well finish this. I might as well finish that. You get what I'm saying? Like you're going to have so much energy that, and you know that you locked in, you're not releasing, you're not going to want to, especially when you're doing SR. First of all, I think people that do SR, most of all, looking for a better them. So once you're looking for a better you're going to find everything to do to make you better. So you're going to have a lot of energy to get things done. That's the second point right there. And like I said last time, in the last one, it give you motivation to finish or start something new. Because you're going to be bored. I ain't going to lie. You know what I realized too? When I was thinking about just getting a girl or sleeping or just having sex all day, I ain't going to lie. Let me give you a little brief breakdown real quick. I used to be one of them for real. I'm talking about I go to the club, I'm in there, it's 100% guarantee I'm doing my thing. 100%. If I wanted to do something that night, 1,000% I was getting something done. And after when you doing shit like that and you running around, you focus so much on females that you don't even realize you're giving a lot of your time to just focus on things that's not good for you, or something that's everywhere. Boxes everywhere. Boxes everywhere. Literally. Some selling it, some giving it away for free. I ain't buying it though. I always got it for free. Know what I mean? But that's not the point. My ego trying to leak out. But we be giving too much time to thinking about when we getting laid again. When you take back that time, when you stop thinking about when you on SR and you not thinking about that for real, you're gonna see how much time you got in a day. I used to think shit was flying, like time flying. Now, when you start disciplining yourself, it's like God actually add extra hours to your day. Cause you got, I be getting everything done. Let me tell you, I be getting so much done that I have no choice but to start something new. Cause I got the energy for it and I'm bored. Don't let your boredom lead to destruction. Let it lead to something creation. That's a good one right there. Don't let your boredom lead to destruction. Let it lead to creation. Ooh, that's fire right there. But we get on to the next point. Your energy is very magnetic on semen retention. Very magnetic. Just what you focused on though. I feel like on semen retention, you start to notice all the things that trigger you a lot. Like for me, it was I used to get very upset. Very upset. I'm talking very upset. For the littlest things too. But then I realized that's how I grew up. Like where I came from, if you wasn't aggressive, you wasn't surviving. And you had to learn to listen for the little nuances and the little things that people do or try against you, because if they try you and they could get you, everybody else trying you. And I had to get out of that, but I had to get out of that because I used to let my wrath, like, boy, I be wanting to, sometimes I used to, not no more, but I used to want to put hands and feet over the littlest things. Littlest things. Now it's like, I'm not focused on that. I'm not focused on that. And me just calming my nervous system, it made me realize that, like, you know how they say it's a system? You know how they say that it's the system, like the projects was a system, was a project? Believe it. I'm not gonna go deep dive into it. Just believe it. All I'm gonna say is the project was to instill fear into people. And once you living in fear, you can't get certain things done. Once you living in some type of like a certain financial fear, physical fear, any type of fear, it's gonna hold you back in some form of way unless you 100% glued to your goal. But let me get back to the energy is magnetic. Your energy is very magnetic. So whatever you focused on, you're gonna draw it to you. So focus on the positive. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on who you becoming. Focus on how do you see yourself. Focus on the little things that you know that you gotta fix. Fix them. Focus on you. The best product come from the best you. The best product come from the best you. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You could be in a cell and feel joy for yourself. I'm not telling you go get locked up. But what I mean by that is like, it's just, yeah, I know I'm talking about energy, but I like just giving little things that lead back to what I'm saying. But if your mind is on a positive, when you like, when I get out, I know, oh my God, you're going to be in there and blissful because you're not living in, your mind is not in jail. Your mind is outside. Your body there, but it's gonna be a matter of time before you out of that jail. And you doing what you gotta do. So that's why I say focus on the good. Focus on the good, because if you in jail, you just like, oh, I'm mad. You're gonna be fighting every day. But the nigga that's in there, he telling himself, you know, he renewing his mind, and he thinking positive. He gonna be in there probably not even speaking to nobody. Just probably don't have not one fight, because why? His energy gonna read off like that. His energy gonna read off like, I'm not even here for that. Your energy's magnetic when you're on semen retention. Use it the right way. Your brain become more sharp. You become more sharp. Like your decisions become more firm as a man. Because as a man, you're supposed to be very decisive on things. You should not be indecisive on anything. It's either it's good for you or it's not. And if it's not, it goes. If it is, it comes. Pause. So as a man, our brain becomes real sharp where we can make better decisions for ourselves. We can make better decisions for everything that we being led to. Your brain is more sharp, but keep reading and keep doing things to sharpen your brain while you building the neurons back in your brain from the semen retention. Because when you release zinc, and zinc ain't got something to do with your brain. I forgot. Look it up though. Go ahead, look it up. I'm just giving y'all little things. You know what I mean? My brain is like my brain. I swear I got a storehouse, but it only remembers it when I need it to, and that's the good thing. Last but not least, you feel more confident. You just walk around, because I used to think confidence was, oh, how much people I could make laugh. And let me tell you something. High school, I was class clown. No, I was school clown. I was school clown, funny, always just moving off impulses and just doing a lot. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change not one thing, because I love who I am, and I love myself back then too. But I'm growing up. And I'm learning as a man, that's kid confidence. When you don't care what nobody think about you, and you just doing what you free. Like you 100% free, and you just moving off impulses and all that. But man confidence, you still dreaming. Like when I say that, like man confidence, it don't mean that you just start thinking way logical. No. You still a dreamer. But you know that you carry yourself with grace now. You're not all over the place now. You're moving as a man. You're moving as a symbol of strength. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh, be super stoic and nah, be cool. But stay in your energy. Stay in your energy. If you feel like going somewhere and you know what I mean? It's like when you confident, it's like people could walk ahead of you. Like you could be with a group and they could walk ahead of you. And you feel perfectly fine walking at your pace. When you feel confident, you're not going around trying to prove yourself to everybody. When you feel confident about yourself, you feel good knowing that I'm going to get things done regardless of what. Because I know I am. I know I am. That's confidence. It's not cockiness. Learn the difference. And I can't describe cocky for you. I can't describe cocky for you. Because if somebody's bragging about what they do good and they actually perform good, it's not cocky. That's confidence. If it's like me on the basketball court and somebody like, I'm gonna bust your ass, nigga, you can't fuck with me, woo, woo. You niggas is garbage. And then he backed that shit up. What you call that? That's cocky? The people that call that cocky is only mad because he actually can back up what he say. It's not cocky, it's confidence. And as a man, that's the number one thing you should want to do. Whatever you say should be backed up. Whatever you say should be done, should get done. Because that's, as a man, we are men of our word. We only got two things in this world: our word and our bows. So let your nuts drag, and whatever you say, let it become law. And that's that. Those the pros and the cons. I hope y'all take something from me. You know what I mean? I was a little scatterbrained today. Well, not scatterbrained, just I would say scatterbrained, but it all led back to the point. And I'm good, y'all, and I hope everybody just keep going too. Don't let the urges fool you, man. The urges used to fool me, or don't let the urges fool you. Don't let little things get under your skin when you want to see attention. Focus. Let's focus, y'all. With that being said, I'm here. Put God first. God is always first, y'all. Remember that. We can't do nothing without God. Put God first. Keep being great. Love on yourself. And I'm out of here. Peace.